Facebook land. I am here to talk to you today about a topic that is very dear to my heart, and a lot of my clients come to me and have challenges around. So it's about feeling overwhelmed, and particularly as a mum, a working mum and running my own business, and you might feel this too, like working, doing all the thing. You're out there running around after everybody else, looking after everybody else. Some of you are running businesses, you do the grocery shopping, you wear so many hats a day. So you sort of wake up in the morning, you're getting everybody's lunches and drinks, you're trying to stay fit and eat healthy yourself. And so by the time you leave for the house, leave for school, you can be feeling absolutely exhausted. Who knows what I'm talking about? Give me, yes, Amy's like, yes, me. So you get to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and you leave and you go and drop the kids off at school. And then after that, you've got to go to the post office, you've got to do the grocery shopping. I'm running a business as well. I've got to reply to people globally, all over the world. I've got all my merchandise that I need to get out and package and post. I come home and do my bits and pieces and my things. I have my clients. I go run all the errands, pick up the recorder, get the goggles for Ross. I help at school. So there's so much that we get to do, right? And it's incredible and amazing, and we've created this life for ourselves. But what I'm hearing so many of you say is that you feel busy all day, but you're not getting anything done. You feel scattered and pulled from pillar to post. So that's what this is about, how to get more done without actually doing more, without feeling that sense of rush and overwhelm and like there's only one of you and you just can't manage to do it all as well. And even if you're not a parent, you will find that you fill your time and space with something. So you want to be really specific, really clear, ultra clear on what you're filling your time and your space and your mind with. So I've just had a massive leap lately, and I want to share it with you. I want to share with you the 3 tips that have helped me the most in getting really precise, really directive, and creating like this massive big vacuum in my life so I can put more of the things that I want to in it. And you know me, I resisted it for ages because I thought I had it down pat. I'd done so much work, I'd picked, I'd moved things around, I'd shuffled, I'd pivoted, and somebody was saying, oh, hey Renee, hey Samantha, good to see you all. Stephanie's on as well, good to see you all on here. So this overwhelm thing, running around doing everything for everybody, I was just like scattered, pulled from pillar to post, things weren't getting done properly. So somebody started to talk to me about outsourcing and being able to outsource the things that were not inspiring to me. So this is my invitation to you right now. Look at your life, and I can guarantee if you're on here, if you work with me, you've probably got a very full life. And some of you are already awake and choosing and directing and designing your life, and others are just sort of dipping your toes in and sort of going, oh, who is this crazy lady that dances crazy and has long brown hair? And I see her on here sometimes. Hey Tom, good to see you on here. And others are like full junkies that are like not junkies, full groupies that follow everything that I do. And you have all the products, you have the book, you have the jewelry, you have all the things. Some of you have just joined the mastermind. A handful of you have just joined the next mastermind subscription model. So we're moving over to a monthly mastermind. $80 a month. All the people that were on the previous one got a very special deal, so everybody signed up for that. But guys, how do I get all that done? How do I release my deck of pixie cards? So these will be out, I think it's next week. The whole deck has been, the prototype deck has been printed. It's very excited. Renee, yours is in there. I love her. And the book has been printed. The prototype book has been printed. So I'm doing this. I've submitted my book, this one, Rise Up, The Soulful Guide to Success, for Amazon bestseller. We're going to know by the 1st of May if that is successful or not. And of course, my brain just expects that it will be, but I'm going to ask for all of your help when the time is right to get on there and support me with that. I've got one-on-one clients. I've got the mastermind running. I've got half days, meetups, the retreat, break up for the mastermind. Like, it's huge. And I have 2 little kids, and if you saw my post earlier, Gus has been away for the last 7 days, and he's home for a couple of days, and he's gone again for another several days. So how do I get it all done, right? The first tip, because there's going to be 3 on this call, I'm looking at being a lot more structured and frameworked in my lives, because people are like, Di, I love your lives. We get so much information, but I'm feminine and I'm expressive, and I'll start talking about this, and then I'll move over to this, and I'll move over to this, and part of my brain is like, that's valuable and it's what people need, but I'm really trying to keep them succinct within like probably 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to be really succinct. I'm going to give all the juice, all the gold, all the little goods, the bits and pieces, and I promise you, if you take this away and you implement it, It will absolutely change your life. It's what I've been through recently. So step number 1 is you're going to look at what doesn't inspire you. Cast an eye, run your eye over your whole day, and then we're going to extend out over to your whole week. Pick 3 things that don't inspire you, that you don't wake up and go, oh my gosh, I get to go and do the shopping today. Oh my gosh, like shopping drives me crazy, or I should say used to drive me crazy, but it became normal, and I thought it was just a job I had to do because that's the way I was brought up. My mum and dad went to the shops and they did the grocery shopping, but then I became a parent and an entrepreneur, and I'm having massive meltdowns every time I go to the shop with 2 little kids, or even if I didn't go with the kids, because it's sensory overload for me. Like my senses are just going boom like this. It's like a drive to the shop, get out, do my shopping, blah, 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 do the shopping, have sensory overload because everybody in the shops, not everybody, most people are in a rush. There's lights, there's marketing, there's people everywhere. My energies are like, oh, and I'd be in and out, I get my stuff done. I'm having a process every time around my money story that I didn't realize that I had. I hated spending money on stuff. I'm looking for the special. I was in full scarcity mindset, and it was bumping up. It was just kept topping up my scarcity mindset every time I went to the shops. And one day I was like, oh, I've just had enough of this. So the idea comes in, right? So uninspiring me to go to the shops. Some of you are going to love going to the shops. I'm just using this as an example. And I thought to myself, all right, I'm really looking at where I'm spending my time. And 3 things came up for me when I decided that I was going to try this online shopping thing. And I thought, oh, and it's so funny, right? Because it's a limiting mindset. It's a fixed mindset. Everything I went through and worked myself through. Then when I started doing it, Gus come to me and he said, I'm concerned about this. So for us, because a value for us is resourcefulness, they were giving us new bags every time and charging for us. It wasn't the money, it was about the plastic, right? So I said, I'm concerned about 1, I can't pick my own stuff. Sometimes you get a rotten apple in there. Secondly, this is all the things I was worried about as well. Secondly, our value is we're being resourceful and looking after the environment. So they're giving us all these bags every time. And the third one, I was like, are we really getting good value for money? Because if I go into the shops, I can look and I can save my freaking 50 cents on my rice crackers. So am I really getting best value for money? And then they were all reflected to me because I had time to process it and go through it. So I just had to look at it and go, okay, I'm uninspired by this job. It's draining my energy. It's taken a shitload of time because, like I said, you drive there, I run around in a flap at the shops, and then I've got to stand at the cash register. I'm going through all my processes and I finish the cash register. Then guess what? Then it's another freaking 20 minutes to get the groceries to the car, in the car. It's all energy. I'm using my energy to get the groceries in the car. Okay. Job's not over yet, guys, and this is something you all probably do every week or other week. Next minute, I drive home, I get pulled up in the driveway. I'm having this altercation with the kids. Who's going to help me with the groceries? We all eat the freaking groceries, so you've got to come after someone's had a tantrum in the car. The other one needs to go to the toilet. Lunch still needs to be made. Clients, my phone's dinging, binging, ding all over the place. Anyway, carrying the groceries inside. Oh shit, now the job's still not over. I've got to put these fuckers away. I've got to put all this food away. So yes, we can move into gratitude, and I had convinced myself I'm so grateful I've got this food. It's amazing. I can afford the organic stuff now. It's changed my life, and I'm going into gratitude. Blah, blah, blah. I was just tricking myself. Yes, I am grateful, but I hate doing the shopping. And I thought to myself, what would it look like if I could take that job and that role and give it to someone else? So 1, now I decide to do it online. I resisted it for months and months and months. Anyway, I did it and it has changed my life. But then I was like, you know what? That's still 20 minutes to pick it up, bring it here and put it into the fridge. So then I decided I'll pay somebody to do that. So the key for you, in these steps, it's 1, find the uninspiring job. Someone said the washing and the dishes. So find what doesn't inspire you and light you up. The second thing to do is, the second thing that's going to come into your head, actually, when you find that job and I'm telling you to outsource it or give it to somebody who loves doing it. Here's another example. Ages took me to get a cleaner. The beautiful lady that come and cleans my house is inspired by it. I get to pay her money, which supports her and her kids and her family. I walk into the house, it's cleaned, I can feel her energy here. She does the extra little things and it creates this vacuum of all this space. So now the groceries are being done online. The house is getting clean. Do you think when people say to me, Di, how do you get so much done? It's because I give the jobs that don't inspire me to somebody else to do it. So the thing that's going to come up in your head, it did to me too, it was a limiting belief, it was a challenge. I can't afford it. So I want you to look at the possibility of what you could create in an hour, whether it's doing something I do, writing a book, getting online, whatever you love to do. You may be at a job, you might get $20, $50, and if you can pay someone to do it for you for less than you earn an hour, it is well worth your while. The other thing for me was even if they charged more than my hourly rate, it would then create the space for me to go into this creation mode so I can continue to build the foundations for my $1 million business. So it's a bit of a mind flip, but I can guarantee if you start with something small, the energy in this vacuum that is created is absolutely going to change your life. You're going to go from feeling like you're running around from pillar to post and you're busy all day, but you get nothing done, to walking in. I walked in last night after having been at a course all day long. The whole house was sorted. My groceries were ordered online, which took me 5 minutes the night before. They were picked up by my personal assistant, brought home, packed away into the fridge, and then I pay my personal assistant to help me cook dinner and make meals, because the other thing for me is I am not inspired in the kitchen. It stresses me out. I'm not very good at it. I don't enjoy it. And I don't know why, but it just doesn't inspire me and it stresses me out. So I'll pay somebody now to do our food, get a chef in and get the food done. So I want you just to throw your eye over your week, what's not inspired. If you feel like you can't afford it yet, which is a challenge that comes up, the second thing is the habit. Like you've got a habit. You don't want to get the rotten apple in the thing. But what if that what if that has created an extra 3 hours of your time to do something that inspires you, to help somebody, to pay another person to do something that they're inspired by? It's absolutely amazing, and it's really cool to watch your life open up and blossom and bloom, because I had so much resistance to it. So for me, it's the online shopping. That's the start. Then it's the cleaner. And then we moved over to getting someone to do the lawn for us. You're going to go through your own thought processes, but I just invite you to pick one thing that you're not inspired by and outsource it. Even if it's just an hour a week, I want you to feel this freedom. I want you to feel this sense of accomplishment and achievement, that you can spend your time doing things that inspire you and make you happy and make you feel good. And then you can create more, so you can help more people do that. And it's like a ripple effect that goes out into the world. I'm just waving at everybody. A whole bunch of people jumped on. Haley, Zara, Cherie, Jessica. Hey, Kyla. Amy says she loves stability. Don't forget the essential oils. That's right, for emotional stability, stress. I had to put them on when I went shopping, definitely. She loves going out. I want to hear from you guys. What doesn't inspire you? What's a job you do daily or weekly? For me, it's shopping, cooking, and cleaning that didn't inspire me, that didn't light me up. What is it for you guys? Some people, the foodies I work with, they love going to the markets or to the shops, but with 2 little kids, I was like, no. So yeah, that's the uninspiring jobs. Let me know. I want to hear now. #replay if you're watching this later. Let me know where you're from. I love to see how far we reach and how far we can get to you guys. And the I can't afford it I addressed. Oh, this was the other one that really held me back. The really big limiting belief was, what are people going to think? Can you believe it? Like, I was really worried about what my mum and dad would think of first. I started thinking they'll think I'm lazy, that I'm not a good mum. And I just said with a one-on-one client this morning, my beautiful lady I spoke to this morning, it was like, sometimes we're living somebody else's story. And I was worried that they would think I was lazy or not a good mum. And I was saying that there's this chapter in the book that says the state of your house, or how you choose to live your life, or how you choose to do these things, is not a reflection on you as a mother or a person. And I had to understand that. I had to realize, what if people do look in, and now that I've got a nanny and someone helping with the kids and helping with this, and go, oh, Diane's lazy. I've done a whole webinar on it. I go, yes, I can be lazy. I own that trait and know that if it triggers me, that's where the work needs to be done. But this constricted mindset, this fixed mindset that a lot of us live in all the time, I find myself sometimes going back into it. And that's where I've got you guys to help me, guide me through it, and say, hey, you got a fixed mindset. How can we be curious about this? How can we explore it? How can we change it? How can we just add to it, add to the essence of our human experience, and start to really experience some true freedom, some true community, some true connection. And we can't do that when we're scattered and we're all over the place and we're tired and we're drawn out. Yes, it's okay. It's okay to be lazy. It's important to be lazy. We can't always be really activated. But what I feel like this gifts us is the opportunity to do more of what we love and make more connection and make more impact and change in the world, because you're not as tired. You can have your down times, and for a period of time, this might happen too when you do outsource something. I was feeling a bit guilty. I was like, I'll walk in and be like, I can actually just be present. I don't have to do the housework, or I don't have to do this. And I come in now and the house is clean and in a state that's really enjoyable, and I can, guess what, sit and have afternoon tea with my kids and talk to them about their day. I sit with them now while they do their homework and sort of just support them through that. And I do I do the homework with them and I fill out all the paperwork. I was the first mum, anyone that knows me knows this is a flipping miracle. I was the first mum to have the life education thing handed back in, because usually on the mum, they're chasing down 3 weeks after the event saying, you know, you haven't signed this and you haven't paid that. And I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure I paid that. I think Gus paid that. No, we didn't get that email. Like, I'm just totally off with the fairies when it came to that sort of stuff. So I've handed it in first because, you know, now I have the time and space to be present in what's happening in our personal life. And it all is because I just opened up my mindset. I looked at what was not inspiring me. I found somebody that actually is really inspired to do that job. The exchange has been money or sometimes products and services. It doesn't always have money. If the money's tight at the moment, we need to find another way. As long as there is a fair exchange and both parties are feeling valued and loved, that's the most important thing. So if you can find someone that is inspired to do those jobs, tell me, guys, I want to hear more, because it might give me an idea of what else I can outsource. And now it gets to the point where I sometimes come in, and I used to be busy doing 6 things at once, right? Distracted by the busyness, going crazy, distracted by the business, doing all this, you know, getting my worth from feeling busy. And now I walk in sometimes and I go, feel a bit guilty because there's not much to do. I'm like, I've got that done, the lawn's done, this is done, the dinner's ready. I'm not doing work now because it's my time allocated with the kids, and I can catch myself grab for my phone and be a bit like, oh, who needs me? That's my ego. And I go, no, this is the boundary I set, put my phone away. And it's just like, what am I supposed to do? And then the message comes in, be present, be free, and enjoy life. Be present with the kids, hang out with the kids, do the homework if that feels good, potter around the garden, enjoy the garden. Get the stuff done that inspires me. Sit outside, like I just sit and watch the kids play in the hammock. I talk to the kids. I hear about their day. So this is a really topic that's really close to my heart. If you want more information on this, there's still several of you on this call. We have just come to the conclusion of our 4 weeks to freedom mastermind. Woo! Celebrate. Ali-Ann just jumped on. She was on there. It was incredible. I've loved your video this morning. Now, this 4 weeks absolutely transformed and changed people's lives. We have had people who didn't sleep who are now sleeping like a log. We have had people who have lost 6 kilos in 4 weeks by doing nothing other than changing their morning routine and choosing food with consciousness. We have had people get new jobs. We've had people get pay rises. We've had people call in beloveds, people that were searching for, you know, love, have found love. Yeah, so Ali-Ann said life-changing, 6 kilos gone. Amy was telling me last night, you had some really big wins personally in your family and your life. Like, blows my mind and makes me so happy. So for me, always, what's next? How can I nurture more of these people? Yeah, that reduce the fear. We do this process and we dissolve the fear, the block that's been holding you back. We go through a whole module of uncovering what it is and pulling into the conscious. It's so cool, like life-changing. So really amazing. How can I nurture you? How can I take you on to the next thing? So I've created a monthly mastermind. It's a subscription model. So $80 a month for you guys, all the masterminds, you know your special deal. You got 48 hours, whether it money, whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, ceiling and the floor. You know what I'm talking about. She's got all the info. So every single month, $80 subscription charged straight to your credit card. And then you have a dashboard and you'll get all the juice. You'll get all the content. You're going to have access to it, lifetime access, and you will also get So your own dashboard, you can access it always, and you can watch it in your own time because it's all pre-recorded. And then once a month, you get me in a live huddle. We're going to jump on the live. Any questions and answers, any extra strategies that you need, any extra support, you get me for that hour in a group scenario to go through it. If you're experiencing it, someone else has experienced it. So just letting you know, oh my God, I'm in. Jess is in as well. I'm just talking about the monthly mastermind. So first 10 people, and I think with you two saying yes, there might be 2 or 3 spots left. I haven't had a look. If anyone is on this call and they want to be in the monthly mastermind subscription where you'll just pay each month, you guys can have it for 60. If you're on the mastermind, it was 50. If you're watching it now and you take action and say yes, and I will hold that price for the first 3 months, and then we can reassess. If you find it valuable, you stay, and if you don't, no contracts, you just get out of it. So through the monthly mastermind, what we're doing is going deeper into this information. We just scratch the top in that 4 weeks, and we go down deeper and we bring it all up. The community started. You guys know that the breakup's on the 20th of February out at Chapters. Anyone that wants to come. But if there's anyone on this call and like, I want to work with Di, you don't want to be paying the $500 an hour it is on a one-on-one, seriously consider joining this mastermind. $60 for you. Once these spots are filled, it'll go up to $80 a month, and it's just charged to your credit card. So we're nearly at the first 10, and I only released it yesterday. Deli's just jumped on. She's definitely in. Ali's in, Jess is in, Susan's in. I can't remember all the other people, but this is how you're going to get the content. This is how you're going to make the biggest real changes in your life. It is my absolute privilege to be able to support people daily with the one-on-ones, and now one-to-many from stages. I've got national tours starting in March, and I'm fully booking up. I've got an event up at the Sunshine Coast on the 16th of Feb where I'll be up on stage. It's a very interactive event. So if you are around the Sunshine Coast, you definitely want to come to that. Come and meet me in person. If we want to get a car I'll be down there the night before because I've got some meetings and stuff. But get a car together. If you're in Ipswich or around Leonie Deves, I saw you on before. So if you're still on, mate, I know you're at the Goldie, but come on down. Come on up. It's going to be amazing. So let me know, send me a DM if you want these lives to be on anything specific. I'm doing 10 lives in 10 days. And then we pop them all over in all different places on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram, so everybody can get the information. But yeah, my absolute privilege to be here and be able to do this work and to guide you and lead you and show you the way, remind you of your power. These guys are actually on pre-sale now. You can get them on my website. They'll be launched officially on the 20th. Renee, if you're still watching, I really hope you can come just up at Chapters where the other event was, and you will get your card revealed to you, because the Pixies are all part of the community, women in the community and men in the community that inspire me. And so they're being drawn up in pixie form. They're going to get to see themselves for the first time. They're like birthing the family. We're going to launch that, reveal it, but the pre-sale cards price is $50. If you wait until they're sold out, which I can guarantee they will, because I've already had like lots of orders coming in for them, they'll be up to $65 and postage as well. So you're going to get the message from the community. You hold the cards to your heart. What message have you got me today? And you'll pull out, oh, this is Renee. And Renee's word is, courage, be bold, be brave. And then, you'll get her little bits and pieces. So Deli's really excited. She was the first one first Pixie that we drew. So she's been waiting quite a while. I think this has sort of taken about 3 or 4 months to bring into the physical realm. So you're wanting the notebook. They're $35, Ali, and I've just got a whole bunch coming by the end of the week. So it'll be plus postage unless we can get you, we can see each other, and I'll bring it with you as well. So let me show you this, guys. I just did my Instagram on it. If you're feeling called to get one of these, they're $35. They're beautifully bound, and it's my day. I'm going to show you because I think a lot of you are interested. So you put your daily affirmation and your primary question at the top. Obviously date it, and we write that there. I'll show you my example. This will change your life. For $35, you will change your life. I'm all about the simple stuff, all about the easy stuff. Yeah, so check this out, Amy. I'm going to get lines put on the back here so you can write and use the back. And then this side, it might be back the front, but you get the idea. Daily affirmation, primary question, the things that you have to do, the things that are critical, the 3 to 5 things that are non-negotiable. You don't go to bed. If you go to bed and they're not done, you get back up and you do them, because it creates this sense of accomplishment. So you write your 3 to 5 down there. Let me show you yours. Okay, so there's mine is Pixie blurbs. I won't go to bed tonight. The video for the mastermind. Get the beliefs live on the dashboard. That's already done. I've got to speak to my marketing guy for an hour and start the content that he's helped me with, and I had to sort the website out. And then you're going to put all your other things and everything down over here. We do things that I love about. So we do our gratitude. So you're in gratitude before you even get started on your daily to-do or get to-do list and tasks. I wasn't even going to sell these. I had it in one of my photos, and so many people came to me and was like, I want that book. Because I sent it out as a PDF so you could print your own out, and people were like, nope, I want it the way that you've got it. So it's all together. It's in a book. It's $35. Opportunities for growth. So the first few I got back, in the mastermind 4 weeks to freedom that we just did, it was like opportunities for growth. Read Di's book. Listen to, because my audio book is out now, so listen to the audio book, listen to the chapter, do my morning musings, which I send out to all the people in the monthly mastermind. It was just really cool because people's opportunities for growth was all the stuff that I had created with so much love. So I felt really honored when I started reading things, and I used to write that down about my mentors and follow this and do this and read this and follow this up. And now it's me being able to support and guide people. So that was super cool. The people that I get to meet, it's all in our language, guys. So we have an opportunity instead of just writing meetings, and that's very sterile and, just creates a different mindset. So now it's like the people that I get to meet, the people that I get to connect with every single day. It's really cool. And then I'm going to add one. I've just written it here, but today I get to pay, because with my accounts payable, I found it in the scarcity mindset. It was like, oh my God, I've got this bill and this bill and this bill. And that didn't feel good. It was kind of restrictive. And I thought the opportunity here, the gratitude here is that I get to pay these other businesses and these other family businesses and owners. I get to pay them. And it feels so amazing and so good to support another family. When you purchase this and buy this, Brisbane Valley Printing, Adrienne Maloney, a single mum with one daughter, we support her business. So I could get these printed for $2 from Bloody Vista, but that is not what it's about. It's not about making the most money or getting the cheapest product. For me, it's different for everyone, but my value is support and community. So when you buy this, $35, you support her and her little family, and obviously me and my family. And then obviously the graphic designer that I have do all the design work, which is another local lady. Absolutely incredible, really cool. So if you want one of those, let me know. They're $35. You can put a little message down below, and we just had 10 of them printed and they're nearly all gone. So let me know if you want it, and I'll organize that as well. And Ali said I should mention my rings as well. So obviously got the jewelry that I created. My sister intuitively channeled this. They've gone global all over the world, and they're very powerful. So you can't be wearing this stuff unless you're ready to skyrocket and do some amazing things with your life, because something higher kind of come and enters your sphere and then just like makes you expand and grow and meet the right people and get on the right track and have the right conversations and end up in the right place at the right time. It will absolutely blow your mind. So you can get all that on the website. These are a bit fresh. They haven't gone up yet, but Pixie cards are on the website. The mastermind still fresh. That's not on the website. But yeah, getting to do amazing things. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you feel like you've got so much on, which a lot of us do in the 20th century, outsource some shit, guys. You're going to go through your limiting beliefs, which is what I shared back there, but just overcome them. Write down the limiting belief, write down what you believe, and then write the exact opposite underneath it, and choose your thoughts. Because what's happening for a lot of us is mum believed this, dad believed that, so I take that on as my truth. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It served me up until now, and it's probably happening to all you guys as well. Mum believed this, dad believed this, so this is what I believe. No, let's take that. That's their life and their story, and let's go option A, option B, option C. Choose with consciousness your direction. Choose with consciousness what you want to invite into your life. Choose with consciousness what you're going to resist and say, you know what, I don't want that in my life. And then feel this vacuum that we create with the time and the space and the finances and the relationships. Fill it with light and love. And I promise you, as you do that, as you step into your power and your freedom and show up in presence, you will be a leader. You will feel different to other people. And just by being you and doing you, you give permission for everybody around you just to show up and feel safe and comfortable in your presence. And that, to me, my friends, is one of the best coaches, mentors, friends, connectors, is someone that is authentically true to themselves and just genuinely wants to see the best for everybody else. Your healing is the healing of the collective. So as you heal and you go through your past wounds and you move on from them and you honor them and you invite them in a healthy, safe way, and we find gratitude for everything that's happened to us, traumatic past. I know a lot of you have been through a lot of shit, myself included, but we have to see what the gift is in it so we can move forward and let all that go. Stop living in the past. Stop dragging it to the present. Don't live into the future in overwhelm and anxiety. We want to live in truth and presence now, because that's where your power is. That's where you will make the biggest transformation and the biggest change. It is my mission to remind you of your power and how incredibly amazing and great and funny and sweet and smart and all those amazing things that you are and what you've got to offer the world. So if you want to join the tribe, think about that subscription model mastermind, the monthly mastermind. The content is coming thick and fast. You consume it in your own time, at the own time that you choose, because you direct and you design your life, and we go from there. So thank you for joining me. This was longer because I have so much to share, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.